Growing up, I was in a pretty much atheist home. So my father was a Marxist atheist. My mum was a lapsed Christian. So we used to laugh at Christians, to be honest. We used to think that they were crazy, with their Bible study and everything. We just thought that they were brainwashed. And, I do believe that it's a quote from Marx that, religion is the opiate of the people. So that's what I believed. When I got to high school, late into high school, I remember there was a teacher who kind of evangelized to me, and she invited me to her church. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. Because, when you're an atheist or agnostic, you don't really have very strong opinions on things. You're like, yeah, sure, I'll go with you. So I went. And if you know anything about evangelical churches or Pentecostals, they love singing, right? They love singing and emotion. Emotion is really, really important to them. So we went, they started singing. I loved singing, so I'm getting into it, and I'm feeling the spirit, right? I'm feeling it, I'm crying. The pastor says, who wants to be saved? I'm like, yes, I want to be saved. So I go down to the front, and then he prays over us all, and I'm like, wow, this is probably one of the most transcendent experiences of my life. This is it. So he prays over us, he says, now you're saved, go to the back, and you'll get your instructions, or whatever it was. But I said to her, hold on a second, wait. How do I know that any of this is true? God, the Bible, anything. And she said, you just have to have faith. You just have to believe. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. So I left and I didn't go back. At that point, I'm acknowledging that there is a God, that there is a creator, that there is a higher being. And I'm speaking to him on occasion, right? But it took for me to go to Egypt for a music festival. So I was in a musical group and we were representing different countries. So I was representing Zimbabwe. One night we went to this particular performance, and there was a woman there, and she was an Egyptian woman wearing hijab. Now, mind you, when I got to Egypt, the first thing I noticed was the hijab, and I got completely triggered because in my head, I'm a liberated modern woman. I'm a cosmopolitan feminist, okay? I grew up reading Cosmo magazine. I knew all about Germaine Greer and Erica Jong and all of them. So when I got there and I saw these women in these scarves, a lot of them, because in those days, Egypt, most women covered, I was really bothered by it. And I was like, why are they doing this? Who's forcing them to dress like this? Why do they submit to this? This is not right. I was raging for like 2 days. So when I met this woman, she just had this aura about her, mashallah, and I had calmed down a little bit by that time. So I actually asked her, and I said to her, you are so beautiful. Why do you cover yourself? And mashallah, tabarakallah, may Allah bless the sister. She just smiled very sweetly, and she said, because I want to be judged for what I say and what I do, not what I look like. And for me, that was just like an aha moment. It was like a lightning bolt to everything that I had believed, everything that I had thought was normal. It made me question everything. And instead of looking at these women as weak or kind of downtrodden or oppressed, I realized that they had a strength that I didn't have, that they were okay to be in the world without, attracting male attention, without needing validation, without needing to put out there, look at me. And I just thought that was so strong. And I was like, this Islam that makes them so strong, I want to find out more about it. And that's where my journey began.